Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to speak about trending on LinkedIn. Now, a lot of you might have received this notification where it says your post has been trending on LinkedIn and it'll say the hashtag that you are trending for. Now, I had a couple people message me asking if this is actually beneficial, what it actually does, and also how you can get your content to trend. So I'm going to explain all of those things, so let's jump right into it. So what does trending actually mean? It means that LinkedIn has pushed your post out past your network and is now showing it to everyone who is following that particular hashtag. So on LinkedIn, you can follow hashtags, and basically those posts that relate to that hashtag will show up in your main feed if it's trending. So if I write a post and I get a notification which says your post is trending in hashtag LinkedIn, it means that my post is now being shown on everyone's main feeds who is following the hashtag LinkedIn, which is an awesome thing because it expands my reach out to people who aren't in my network, so they're not first connections, and they might see that post. They might be, obviously they're interested in LinkedIn, they might go to my profile and then decide to follow me or connect with me. So it can bring in a lot of attention. Now, in terms of how you can get your content to trend, there are a couple different ways. The first one is going to seem pretty obvious, and it's to make sure that your content is relevant, valuable, and something that people want to engage with. So whether that's a comment, liking or sharing or tagging other people that might find it valuable. Basically, how this works is LinkedIn is going to use your current network as a test group. So when you put a post out and you use a couple hashtags, it's going to say, okay, well, let's see if Natasha's network enjoys this piece of content. If my audience likes that piece of content, LinkedIn is then going to flag it as relevant and interesting to others, which is then when they choose to push it out into a larger pool of people through making it trend for that hashtag. Now, a way to make sure that your content is something that people want to engage with, that it's relevant and valuable, is by looking at what the trends are saying. So for example, you could go on BuzzSumo, have a look at the trending articles, trending topics within your industry. You could go to the trending topic section on LinkedIn. You could have a look at what other thought leaders in your space are saying. And you can also use questions. So a great way to increase engagement is to ask something from your audience. So it could be asking them if they agree with your opinion, what their opinion is, what their insight is. People love to teach. People love to also provide value in return. So you don't always have to go from a place of, I know everything. It could be, okay, so I've actually been struggling with this week. What would you guys recommend I could do to help solve this problem? And people love adding in what they do and how they can help. So that's another good way of doing it. The third tip that I wanted to mention is limit your number of hashtags to 3. I see a lot of people trying to add like 10, 15 hashtags. Make sure that you use no more than 3 hashtags and make sure that they're relevant to your content, because otherwise, if you trend for a random hashtag and your content has nothing to do with it, most likely those people aren't interested in what you're saying because they're following that hashtag for a reason. The fourth point I want to mention is to engage with your content within the first hour, so within the first 60-minute window. Now, this hasn't been officially stated by LinkedIn that that's how the algorithm works, but it has just been speculated to by a lot of people who use the platform. With myself, I see that the first hour does really have a big impact as to whether my content trends or not. The LinkedIn algorithm is a mixture of human vetting and also just AI. So within the first hour, LinkedIn's going to take a look at your post, see if you're getting a lot of engagement. If you are, then they might review it. It might get pushed out to more people, or if it gets flagged for some reason, it could be taken down and removed. So it works both ways. This point kind of ties in with third-party schedulers as well. So for those of you, schedulers can be amazing if you're running a team, if you're running a big business and you don't have time to go in and post it yourself every single day. But the reason why using a scheduler may prevent your post from trending is because you're not actually on the platform and being active on it when your post initially goes out. So I would recommend within the first hour, responding to comments, responding to engagement, getting people to interact with your post is going to improve your chances dramatically when it comes to whether it's going to trend and be relevant or not. So they're the different points that I wanted to mention when it comes to trending. I hope you guys found this useful. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and I'll see you in the next one.